watching the Daily Business Report. This just in, Cadbury has come under fire for the way the company defines and measures staff performance. Is a glass and a half just not working anymore? We'll give you a bit of information about Cadbury and their existing processes, and then we'll bring the experts in to discuss their research and views on a few key issues facing the company. We've also got an ex-Cadbury manager to give us the inside scoop about what really happens inside the company.
Cadbury, formerly known as Cadbury and Cadbury Schweppes, stands as a British multinational confectionery giant boasting the title of the world's second largest confectionery brand following Mars. With a global workforce of approximately 140,000 individuals, Cadbury operates manufacturing and processing facilities across over 180 countries. Renowned for its iconic dairy milk chocolate bars, which alone sell a staggering 350 million units annually, Cadbury's product line extends to include beloved treats like Cadbury, Cream Eggs, Whisper, Flake and Twirl, captivating taste buds worldwide with its delightful confections. Cadbury's commitment to quality and innovation has solidified its position as a leader in the confectionery industry, consistently delivering joy and satisfaction to consumers across the globe.
Cadbury has multiple performance management practices and processes in place to ensure staff stay on top of production targets while also managing their well-being and maintaining a healthy company culture. Practices such as setting goals, continuous feedback, training and development, rewards and recognition, and even coming up with their very own competency framework all aid in motivating Cadbury's workforce, but there is a need for consistency in leadership style.
At Cadbury, they utilise an international performance management program which stands as a cornerstone for optimising employee performance and aligning it with the company's global objectives. The International Performance Management Program begins with the establishment of clear and measurable goals, ensuring they resonate with Cadbury's overarching business strategy. These goals are distributed throughout the organisation, ensuring alignment across all levels. Regular performance evaluations are conducted to indicate progress towards these objectives, providing employees with valuable feedback and recognition for their contributions. Cadbury employs a robust competency framework within the International Performance Management Program, outlining the skills and behaviours necessary for success in various roles.
This framework guides performance assessments and development planning, empowering employees to enhance their capabilities effectively. Feedback mechanisms are integral to the International Performance Management Program, fostering open communication between managers and employees. This feedback loop enables the identification of strengths and areas for improvement, facilitating targeted development initiatives and support. Cadbury's International Performance Management Program also leverages technology to streamline performance management processes, enhancing efficiency and consistency across different regions. Through digital platforms, employees can set goals, track performance, and receive feedback conveniently. Overall, Cadbury's International Performance Management Program underscores the company's dedication to fostering a culture of excellence, continuous improvement, and employee development on a global scale. Let's go live now with experts on the subject to get a detailed insight into the issues facing Cadbury at the moment.
Thanks, Olivia. Now, Yasmine, what does performance management entail and what approach is Cadbury currently taking?
Performance management is a set of processes strategically aimed at providing feedback to employees about their performance and developing their ability to accomplish their tasks. Effective performance management is crucial to create a conversation with employees about their goals to be achieved, which helps them improve their work and collaborate successfully, boosting productivity for an organization as employees are working towards the same outcome. Cadbury tracks performance management of their employees through shifting away from the traditional use of individual performance appraisals and instead has implemented the International Performance Management Program, which has qualitative and quantitative elements and also links to their employee developmental process. This program assesses performance by comparing employees' behavior to their previous results to manage improvement and provide feedback while impacting their pay, because this program measures the amount of profit each unit made after subtracting costs from revenue and creates an incentive for employees to increase output in order to gain a monetary reward.
Now we turn to the employees of Cadbury to evaluate the strengths of Cadbury's approach.
The success of Cadbury's performance management strategies is evident within the organization's ability to cultivate a culture of continuous improvement and development by using frequent check-ins and positive communication between managers and staff through their performance program. This has the benefit of motivating employees to put their best into the job. Furthermore, this contributes to an improved workplace culture and greater sense of belonging because it invites employees to effectively communicate with management. Another positive outcome is the expansion beyond numerical data to evaluate employees. This is carried out through the management program, recording employees' behavior when responding to problems in the workplace and their ability to work in a team. This is significant to ensure employees feel a sense of inclusion in the workplace, evident in a study conducted on the productivity of employees, finding those who had improvements in their performance had knowledge their contribution to projects were going to be acknowledged to the clients, as opposed to their team leader taking all the credit. Additionally, the monetary component of Cadbury's program proves to be a strength in motivating those employees who seek financial rewards, therefore providing an incentive to increase the organization's productivity.
What weaknesses have been exposed by Cadbury employees regarding this approach despite its strong positives?
As Cadbury is a multinational manufacturing industry, performance management is challenging because it is not often logistically possible for a manager to thoroughly assess each employee. Cadbury has seen success in implementing a hybrid approach for measuring performance. However, weaknesses have been identified when assessing behaviors and outcomes. The first weakness identified is Cadbury's reliance on line managers assessing employees. Due to the human factor, managers may have personal biases, subjective views, or lack the necessary skills and experience to accurately assess behavioral factors, which can potentially lead to inconsistent and unfair assessments. The second weakness identified is that Cadbury may not consistently assess real-time performance fluctuations and address issues due to the evaluations occurring only twice a year. This can negatively affect employee development, as research suggests that delayed evaluations are far less effective than relatively consistent feedback to facilitate professional development. The third weakness identified is Cadbury's emphasis on documented objectives signed by employees. A consequence of this method is that the function of the company's performance management will focus too much on meeting targets rather than emphasizing employee growth and development. Furthermore, this method will incentivize short-term goal achievement over long-term skill enhancement. These consequences can make employees feel like they are a cog in the machine rather than feeling fulfilled, which can impact Cadbury's worker retention.
Now introducing Emma Simpson, an ex-Cadbury line manager, to share her reflections and recommendations on defining and measuring performance on Cadbury's leadership style. Now Emma, could you provide us with a background of how you perceive leadership at Cadbury?
Well, Liv, in past decades, Cadbury's leadership style was conducted through a democratic lens, drawing on transactional and transformational elements. Where transactional leadership promotes stability, transformational leadership energizes others with visions and strategies of how to refocus and revitalize an organization, the blend of both creating the ideal leadership style. This combination of leadership styles resulted in the successful enabling of employee integration into Cadbury, as I confirmed when I featured on the show Inside Cadbury, which aired in 2018. I stated, I loved every minute of working at Cadbury. They were like a second family to me. This positive attitude generated a motivated workforce who were productive in their roles and boosted overall company performance. However, There has been a shift away from these previously successful measures that has caused immense difficulties regarding the defining and measuring of performance in leadership. Presently, leadership at Cadbury is profit-driven and of a far more ruthless nature following the shift in the company's ownership to Kraft, who took over the organisation in 2010.
Given your experience, what suggestions would you make to Cadbury moving forward?
This leadership style is in stark contrast to the employee-first approach that has been previously associated with Cadbury. This has been highly destructive within the business, majorly impacting productivity and positive workplace culture. Furthermore, for Cadbury, with my knowledge of the organisation, I can confirm it is critical that internal issues are dealt with quickly in order for the predominant focus to remain on the extremely volatile external environment. Thus, it is imperative that internal procedures are established within Cadbury, including employee feedback systems and regular meetings with line managers. In partnership with these internal measures that directly empower employees, stable leadership is required through a return to a more balanced democratic leadership style in order to establish stable, consistent expectations and thus ease the process of defining and measuring performance in leadership. Back to you, Liv.
Now we turn to Scarlett, a company performance specialist, to speak on strategies for Cadbury in relation to enhancing, defining and measuring performance practices. Now Scarlett, how should Cadbury improve their performance evaluation process in relation to their company goals?
To improve performance measurement, Cadbury is recommended to increase the frequency and sophistication of evaluations, incorporating technology to better meet their employee performance goals and company objectives. It's vital that Cadbury's approach to performance management is valid, reliable, specific, and broadly acceptable. Transitioning from biannual to quarterly evaluations can pinpoint skill gaps or training needs more effectively, allowing for tailored development programs. These evaluations facilitate enhanced job performance, motivation, and productivity by providing feedback, thereby focusing employees on long-term improvement and addressing Cadbury's key objective of increasing employee retention and fulfillment.
And how would you recommend that Cadbury shape their performance evaluations moving forward?
Cadbury managers should adopt an absolute behavioural approach for performance evaluation, utilising behavioural checklists and behaviourally anchored rating scales, BARs. Behavioural checklists assess performance based on actual behaviours related to job facets such as teamwork and work standards, reducing evaluator resistance by focusing on description rather than subjective evaluation. BARS allows for objective and accurate assessment of specific work behaviours, helping managers identify training needs and match them to workplace development opportunities. This is particularly important for Cadbury, which has faced challenges in assessing behavioural factors consistently in the past.
Will integrating current technology assist Cadbury in improving their performance management evaluations?
Integrating artificial intelligence into performance tracking is crucial for Cadbury, as it enhances monitoring of performance changes and facilitates timely interventions. By adopting performance management software like Culture Amp, which specialises in staff surveying and analytics, Cadbury can mitigate human biases and inconsistencies, tracking performance metrics in real time. This technology fosters continuous communication between managers and employees, streamlines reporting, and highlights essential metrics for Cadbury's success. Implementing these strategies will address Cadbury's performance management shortcomings, fostering a culture of continuous improvement, employee development, and organisational success.
There you have it, folks. What do you think about Cadbury and the way they define and measure performance? We'll see you tomorrow for another Daily Business Report. Thanks for watching.